I didn't know. Was he saying when we or really?
It sounded like he was saying Whitney.
I mean Whitney.
I mean
really. I mean Whitley. I mean
Bentleys. Bentleys. Big money Bentleys. I gotta say this real quick before I forget. And then maybe I'll introduce the video afterwards. Why do you choose that track? The one with Andre 3 Stacks. The one where apparently y'all had the thing. Stacks gonna talk to his mama. So no, Stacks gonna talk to your mama and ask her to talk to his people. And you gonna have a conversation back with your mama too. But why do you take this track to try to diss Drake? Why do you waste this track?
This masterpiece of a track. This track that you know we've been asking for 10 years at least. We've been saying we need this type of music.
Yes, bro.
And this is what you give us.
you and he was smart for putting 3 Stacks on the first verse.
Hell, extremely smart.
Yeah, because you know.
And he was smart for not releasing that hoe.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he fucked it up.
I mean, bro, you can't. There's
Lost the track.
There's no. I mean, regardless of what this man half the shit he was saying was not meaningful anyway. What was
exactly. But I mean, that's always been my thing with Kanye, and I've been telling people that recently. Like when we had that conversation about if he's a genius or not.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead and start the video.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, you feel the vibe. Better press like and subscribe. Steady on the grind. Million plus we on the rise. YBC, we in this thing to entertain your every need. So share this to friends and family. And Rhodes and JayZ, we killing it.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. I hope you feel it. Sit back and watch the subs reach 1 million. Watch what I do for entertainment. Watch what I do for your amazement. Can't contain it. Hit the like button. Make a nigga day and tell me how you love it. It really help us if you get to subbing. But all she trying to do is get to
Yo! YKW TFG. Oh man. You got Jay. You got A.Rhodes here, man. Today we want to talk about this real quick, bro.
We want to talk about this Kanye West and Drake thing.
I mean, cause this has been the trending main focus of everyone over the past week and a half to 2 weeks.
Oh my God, bro.
Donda. Certified Lover Boy.
Donda.
Are you team? Stop. You already. you did more than 5 already. You've already started conjuring something up. But do you prefer Donda? Do you prefer Certified Lover? That's been everybody's concentration. Oh, who did it better? Drake. Who did it better? Kanye.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, this the Andre 3 Stacks song. Oh, it's a diss Drake. It's a Drake diss. Jesus, you feel me?
Right. It's the Kanye West diss.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. 7 a.m. I think they were like that was the Kanye diss, and it's just like
I think
okay.
Knife Talk too had a little bit on it, as well as No Friends in the Industry.
Yeah. Jesus. So
I think he went on 3 or 4 tracks and mentioned or did some, sneak disses, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, subliminals.
Sublims.
Some subs.
Some sublims and some subs and.
But this is the thing, because before we get deep into this conversation, though, y'all gotta press subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We got more than 1 million that's on the way, but definitely on the road to 10K. Press like, comment down below, distribute this video because we need everybody to talk about this topic, bro.
And y'all go ahead and leave them comments below because this is going to be a doozy. We already know. This is 2 of the biggest artists in the industry. This isn't Drake and Meek Mill. No offense to Meek Mill. This ain't Drake and Pusha. No offense to Pusha. This is Drake and Kanye. This is literally 2 of the biggest artists of our generation.
As you were saying, the genius conversation. They're in the conversation.
So let's go back to this genius conversation. Mm-hmm. My argument was that Kanye is not a genius but has had genius moments.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because of, like I said, we've been asking for certain things that we haven't been getting it. The music that he's been pushing lately I've heard everybody say what they've had. I've heard every opinion, and thankfully, music is subjective. So you know, you don't have to take this as law. But with it being so subjective, I've heard everything. Oh, you need to listen to it in the headphones. Okay, cool. Let me put on the headphones.
Right.
I'm not really feeling it. You know.
Right.
Oh, you need to hear it in the car because the production is way bigger. It has a stadium feel and all this shit. Okay, listen to it in the car.
Man.
Ain't no drums. I really don't feel like I'm in a stadium. I feel like I'm on a road trip up somewhere and somebody's listening to some classical music or something. Like it don't.
It's the type you got to turn your treble all the way up, turn the bass all the way down. It's
you have to do all these things to make his project sound good.
Right, which it should have already been that.
Right, shouldn't have been mixed to that.
Right.
So that's and at that point it's like that's why I say genius moments, not actual genius. Like I get experimenting with different sounds and all this stuff, but it's not like he's the only one experimenting with different sounds.
Come on, man.
He just gets the most press for it because if he's a genius at anything, it's marketing and promotion and all that.
Marketing, promotion, his brand.
Yes.
Yeezy. The Yeezy. What he did to be able to jump from Nike.
Yes. To
Adidas. And boost this up. Nobody's ever been this concentrated or worried about Adidas ever in their life.
If he's a genius at anything, it's being narcissistic.
100%.
Like, he's just a narcissist. Like,
we're gonna throw a listening party 3 times.
3 times.
I'm gonna let you hear every single song on the album.
3 times.
Maybe it's just the beat. Maybe it's just something I'm humming on. You feel me?
Come on,
but you gonna pay a ticket to get in here.
You gonna pay a ticket to get in there.
You gonna pay for streaming, bro.
All this shit gonna be paid. Marketing genius, not musical genius.
We gotta give that to him.
Like I don't want to take away the musical genius, not give him some. So yeah, marketing genius.
Yeah,
definitely.
marketing,
but definitely not musical genius.
So that's as far as
the music was the same music we be doing at church for years.
Yeah.
Some of them chords, some of it basic ass 7 chords and shit. It's not like he was doing 11 13ths and all this sustained chords and all this intricate chords and modulating all over the place. Like people made it seem like he was doing some real musical stuff. And I heard at least half. Okay, I'll admit I didn't listen to all of it, but I at least heard 11 tracks. No.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. I heard the ones that everybody been talking about, the jail and the jail part 2 and the whatever y'all got. Like I've heard so many of these tracks, and no, Kanye do not have it, bro. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say. They talked about him remixing the gospel songs, bro. We've been doing that in church since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
Waterfalls, I heard gospel versions of.
Right. So
growing up in Jamaican church, I heard gospel versions of every reggae song you could think of.
Yeah. And I mean, that's all it felt like a mixtape.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it felt like a really expensive mixtape. Like he put a lot of money, a lot of time into making a mixtape that he the lyrical content was not there for me.
Nah.
Like as far as metaphors or anything, he was just saying chants. He was chanting.
Yeah.
And that also brings along one thing for me is that the Donda chant, bro. That being at the top, and I've said this to you, bro. That being the first song on the album just gives me a bad energy for it to begin with.
Yeah, nah, I get it too. Like people have all these positive things that they're saying towards it. It was her heartbeat. It was, it's supposed to turn a word into a sound and then make it, more something. All this stuff. But it's a little
eerie.
Much. Yeah, eerie.
No disrespect at all.
No disrespect at all.
It's just super eerie. Like I'm not even trying to say my name that many times.
Yeah,
back to back. Like, no.
And I was talking to a homie of mine, and he said, "Yeah, man, I get it. If my mom's died, I would be saying her name a whole bunch of time on the track too." And in my head, I'm thinking, "That's cool. You can do that, but I wouldn't be releasing it.
I mean,
not under this platform we got. Like, it wouldn't. That's something you release under a different name on somebody else's stuff. Like."
Keep to yourself.
Right, Elevated Culture, YBC platform, umbrella. It ain't getting released here.
Nah.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, no, we're not.
No offense.
And I mean, but like I said, I don't want it to just seem like we're sitting here bashing Donda, because
Definitely
at the end of the day, it was still. It's art.
It's art at the end of the day. Exactly.
It was culture.
He took his time to put something together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's work.
It was culture for from the listening parties, all that shit. The way that everyone was able to be engulfed in it, it was for the culture.
Definitely, 100%.
I'm a certified lover boy.
I've heard a few tracks on here on CLB, and CLB. I don't know what I think. Somebody said the production on the Kanye joint was way better than the production on CLB. They a goddamn lie. They a goddamn lie, bro.
From top to bottom.
From somebody who's been doing music since I'm 28 and I've been doing music since I was like 12, 11.
Yeah.
CLB is better music.
Yeah, and
like,
let's say this. Well, I'll say that. But yeah, as far as like
it's better. Like just the fact that it has drums. I understand the whole being creative and artsy and all this stuff, but hip hop was literally created because of drums. Like y'all realize that, right? Like hip hop came from drums. Hip hop came from fucking reggae.
Yeah.
And reggae is a focus on drums and bass.
Yeah.
So a lot of Kanye's music did have bass, but it didn't have the drum element.
Right.
A lot of CLB got them drums.
It got some club bass.
Right. So you feeling it.
Now,
and it feel like old Drake.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. It felt like Drake came on this project with something to prove.
Yeah.
Felt like Kanye just wanted to drop something. He dropped it in a minute. You feel me? He just wanted to put something out. You know. But with CLB, Drake thought about the flow, as far as the flow of the album. I feel like, you know, with the features, the features that he had on it were placed perfect.
Crazy. That Knife Talk, I still be like, damn.
Gang shit, that's all I want. Yeah, bro, like
shit, that's all I
want, nigga.
That shit hard.
That in the Bible, you feel me? I originally didn't like that song, but then once Giveon got on that song,
oh yeah,
you
put Giveon on anything and it's gonna add.
You feel me?
Just everything.
Just. I mean, he even got JayZ on it. You know, he was on both.
And he sounded better on CLB.
He definitely sounded better on CLB.
He sounded weird on Jail.
Dum dum. I don't know. Maybe it's the dum dum. I don't know. It's just,
I need some drums.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Dave Chappelle did a whole thing back in the early 2000s where he was like, you know, doing the different sounds or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He had the dude play the guitar for the black people ain't moved. He had some drums and shit. Niggas was like, hey! That's what we literally feel that shit.
Yeah. It's literally. Yeah. And I mean, that's like I said, so Drake resignated. And of course Drake's metaphors, Drake's lyrics, all that, he wrote all of these. Well, if he did write them. Anyway, they were wrote to all be captions on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that. But
okay,
I have a but towards the CLB Drake thing.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me knows I've always been more of a Kanye fan than Drake fan. And I know it's watching this video right now, you'd be like, what the fuck? I definitely wouldn't see that.
You were literally saying what I was gonna say. Yeah.
But here's the thing with Drake as well, and somebody captured this perfectly. I can't remember the guy's name. I wish I did to give him his props. But anyway, somebody said Drake's music is timeless because he doesn't date his shit. He doesn't talk about anything relevant. He keeps everything surface level pretty much. For lack of a better word, they said his music is trite. And I'm like, I agree. 100%.
Yeah.
His music is kind of one notice. It's all these different things. Like it's really surface level. It's all about him and what going on in his life.
But stuff that's still relative to other people in like relationship aspects.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that. So he's able to make it relevant in that way, and that's what makes his music a little bit more timeless and stuff like that. Whereas other artists are calling out certain things that's happening. Like the fact that he mentioned pandemic in one of his songs, I was surprised.
Yeah, and then Shakari with the smoke, you know, on and off. But that, you know,
But a lot of his music is he doesn't date it.
Yeah.
Because of his lyrics, and it keeps it kind of surface level at that point, where you're not really talking about anything deep.
Yeah.
You know, like they were saying, like he'll never. If one thing you're not gonna get from Drake is anything political.
I mean, you can't, because first off, he ain't even from America.
He ain't, but he could have dual citizenship.
I mean, no, definitely. But I'm saying it.
We wouldn't know.
Wow. But
and
it's
then
like,
even then, we wouldn't know who he voted for.
Yeah.
We don't know how he really truly feels about the black community or anything that happens. He doesn't speak about any of that shit.
Hell, we didn't know he had a child.
We didn't even know he had a child till apparently Kanye told Pusha after he opened up to Kanye on some big bruh shit.
Oh shit.
If you didn't know, that's what happened. Or that's the story that Drake said that happened. He opened up to Kanye on some big bruh shit like, I need to talk to you. Can you help me out? I have this situation. I'm having a son. I just need some help. You know, like mentally or whatever. Just venting. You know, help me out. Talk to me, friend to friend. And Kanye took that information and told Pusha. Which I'm pretty sure he didn't tell Pusha in a malicious way. I'm pretty sure it probably just came out of conversation, like they were talking about something, and he probably just like, oh man, you know, Drake having a baby.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't even thinking when he said it.
Kanye sound like a nigga. That sound like some shit he would do.
And of course, you know, then the thing happened between them niggas, and so
no friends in the industry. That's, you know, that's basically what.
It's
Anyway, I mean, but that, and the final thing I want to touch on, because I guess I'll save for the end, of course, which one I felt was better. If you can't tell already, what is the name of the song? No more part. Life of the Party.
Life of the Party.
Life of the Party. Like we said at the beginning of the video, man.
Amazing track.
Amazing track. Under 3 Stacks.
Other than the diss part.
Yeah, Under 3 Stacks. This was. It was a point where when I was listening to it, I stopped, like, moving, stopped vibing.
You could see it.
Just listening and seeing everything, and it's like
he's the best at imagery. He's doing what I tried to explain to DJ, right? Like this is something I try to explain to our artists and people we've worked with. Like, hey, one of the most important things in rap is your imagery.
Yeah.
Some of these younger cats have imagery for younger people. Right, so the way they're spinning everything, it's not for us who've been growing up on the 90s shit and all that stuff, the early 2000s. No, it's for a different generation, so they split it up and talk different.
Yeah.
That old way of doing it is never gonna go away though. Create that image, build it, build the story. Like he's on the blade of grass, like thinking about his mom, then he gets itchy, stands up and walks away, still talking to Miss Donda, and then asking her to talk to his mom while he remembers the cigarette she used to smoke, and while she's smoking a cigarette, he would cough. Just like,
this is your 12, 16 bars, and you just told a simple story.
A simple story, now, but effective.
Very effective. So that's where the artistry, the master in him, to be able to take you on that journey, and just like you really just go in a small circle.
Yes.
But you felt like you went across the whole world.
Exactly.
You know, and so that's what really stuck out to me about that Andre 3 Stack verse.
Yeah.
Kanye, like I said, it started off cool. I'm like, yo, this would have been the highlight of the album.
This would have been the best track of the album, bro.
And then he says Drake's name, and it's like, okay.
I put Virgil and Drake in the text.
Yeah.
And I told him act like some grown men before I go use these other people instead.
I'll go hire the whole ACG crew and this. Okay.
Then do it.
I mean, do it.
Nepotism. Let's get rid of nepotism like that, anyways. Like, stop letting Drake write your verses because people are writing his shit. Like, what are we doing here? He actually using other people. Why don't you use some other people?
Use some of this shit. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I just wish Kanye would have used a different. If he was gonna do it on a whole different track. Don't waste the one that you got with Andre 3000.
Wasted, bro.
I don't know. That's about all I gotta say.
How you waste the whole Andre 3 Stacks verse?
You best didn't believe if we get one, we ain't wasting them.
I would never waste that. I would make that track. That would be a masterpiece.
We'd have to work on that for a couple of years, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No. I would turn that into a masterpiece track.
Yeah.
Like it would be like a 7-minute track.
Yeah.
Lots of music, bro. Lots of music in that shit.
That's because that's what he deserves.
Exactly.
Anytime he graces a mic, you could do. If you're on the song with him, you come correct.
And let me say, I felt really offended when he said a while back that the older he gets, it's like you lose the ability to rap. I never felt like that was true. I always felt like the older you get in anything, you get more seasoned in it. Now, yeah, when you're 80s and 90s, you might get, a little decrease. But, when you're in your 40s and 50s, I don't think those rap... I think especially JayZ has shown us that you can be a 50-year-old rapper.
And Nas, for sure.
And Nas, yes. Oh, my gosh. Nas especially.
Yeah.
Nas has been dropping some fire.
Bro, it's like the older he gets, the better his projects are.
Come on, man. So it's showing us that rappers can age like fine wine. They seriously can, as long as they keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. It's like that with music, I think, period. As long as you keep doing it, practicing and just doing it a little bit, you're going to always get better.
Because that's why it seems harder, because the same people that you were doing it with when it was 1,000 of y'all rappers when you was 20, when you 40, it's only now 50, 60.
Exactly.
You feel me?
So many people have left it, so many died, all these different things. Yeah, you're right.
So at that point it's gonna seem harder, but man, stay true to you, because that's what's goddamn made us love you to begin with.
Exactly, man.
So,
if Andre, bro, he don't realize. I don't think he really understands how much the people crave something from him, and I don't think artists really understand their position in life. Like, I don't even know for the regular masses, okay, but for some of us who are really listening for that knowledge that people are imparting in their lyrics, like that's what we're missing out here.
Yeah,
we're missing, because like Andre, a lot of us ain't grew up with our fathers and shit like that. Mothers and fathers ain't all get along. So we look towards some of these artists, especially in those of us who know not to look towards a Gucci Mane, but to look towards an Andre for that guidance and stuff. Yeah. We need those
and
cats.
for us to just figure that out about them?
Bro, and it really sucks that those guys, the Andres, the Kendricks, the J. Coles, these cats are always gone more than the cats who are out here shooting and killing and talking about drugs and all that shit. Yeah. It sucks that you guys, like, let this be a message to you guys. We need you guys. You guys are the father figures that we're looking for. That those of us who are smart enough not to go to look, like I said, Gucci Mane, nothing wrong with their stuff, but we know not to, we're not getting them get nothing from that.
Time and a place.
Time and a place. We're looking for the nigga who spit middle child.
Yeah.
We're looking for the nigga who has that mindset to speak to us. Yeah. So y'all keep doing this shit, man, and stop playing with us and disappearing.
I mean, that's
for real.
straight up.
For real, man. Y'all are too important to the culture.
And that's where at this point, you know, we have to open up the conversation to everybody.
Yeah.
Because we've said a lot.
A lot.
And I know y'all feel some type of way about even the album conversations.
Ooh, it's gonna get heated in the comments, but we gonna be in there, bitch.
It's real, and we gonna be there. We gonna be responding back to you. But like we said, everything we talked about, you definitely leave your comments down below. Your opinions on all of it, which album you felt was better, how you feel about the marketing of all of it, under a 3 Stack song. Like, leave all that down below. All that down below, man. I love and appreciate y'all, bro. It's time to get about this thing.
The love below.
I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all gotta press subscribe. Y'all press like, comment down below. This shit. So we get back this thing.